So, 8 months on, we come back to you with episode 2 of the Showing Great Potential podcast. Last year, we hit you with the team of the decade. Today, we're coming at you with the season 2021 predictions. Mainly Premier League, a little bit of Europe sprinkled in there. I'm here again with Archie.
Hi.
Whose channel you're actually seeing this on, so he's more here with me.
Yeah.
But we have got some stuff written down for this season, including things like top 6 signings. So the remaining signings to be made by the top 6, obviously all predictions. League table, top scorer, top assist, player of the year, young player of the year, Premier League team of the season, and as well as that we got the league winners from the rest of the top 5 leagues, and the Europa League and the Champions League. Now, what should we start with? I think we start as top 6 signings.
Yeah, that sounds...
Alright. It makes sense to start with Arsenal, right?
Yeah, I did it alphabetical.
Alright, who have you got for Arsenal, Archie?
No one.
You got no one?
I got no one.
You genuinely think Arsenal are going to sign no one?
No.
I mean, they had that little trip earlier in the transfer window, but they let how many people go? Like 50?
55.
Yeah, 55 people they made redundant earlier in the transfer window, and then went and put some big wages on Willian. Very, very controversial. But from my point of view, I can see Arsenal getting rid of some dead wood and making room for Thomas Partey. But I think that'll be their loan signing.
Yeah, but they need 50 mil.
I'm sure they got a bit in the bank and then some dead wood out. Maybe make funds for Thomas Partey. That's how I see it. I don't think Arsenal will even show any ambition if they don't make any more signings. And I think it's the same with a few more other clubs we got to mention in this list. So we've got Chelsea next. I think we might have a similar sort of... I've got a CDM and a goalkeeper.
Yeah, me too.
I've got Mendy and Rice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mendy and Rice. I think it's fairly self-explanatory.
I think Mendy...
sort of No, go on.
I think Mendy's almost...
Yeah.
Across the line. He's
when Fabrizio's tweeting about it, you know that it's coming soon.
It's 8 o'clock on Tuesday right now. Just to...
Yeah, and the sort of story of this transfer window has been when Chelsea want someone, they've got them, more or less. I don't think Chelsea have... Can you recall anyone Chelsea have went for and not got?
This season?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Last season it was maybe 2 seasons ago, Alisson. We went for Alisson. But he went
to
Liverpool.
Really? But Kepa was second choice?
Yeah. Kepa was 72 mil was Kepa's release clause. It was kind of a rushed last minute because we thought we were going to get Alisson.
Yeah.
Because he obviously Courtois left because he didn't even train with us, whatever.
Just being a bit of a bitch. Liverpool next, isn't it?
Do we talk about Rice or?
Oh, Declan Rice, of course. I think
we're gonna start selling players now. I think.
Yeah. Do you think Declan Rice has the potential for what people think he's?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. I know a bit about it, but I don't know a great amount.
I think he could.
Who would you compare him to? Or would you compare his potential to?
I think he could be captain of Chelsea.
I can see that
because he came through Chelsea Academy.
Mm-hmm.
His best friends with Mason Mount. West Ham have no money, so if they want to make signings, they're gonna have to sell. They already sold Diangana to West Brom,
and they'd get a lot of money for Rice as well.
Yeah, well, Marino would get it done.
Besides that, I think.
Yeah, but to get Rice, we'd have to sell Kante or Jorginho, most likely Jorginho. I think if this doesn't happen this season, it'll happen next season.
I think it will happen this season. I just think Chelsea, they're going out with intent this season.
I'm saying that if it doesn't next
season.
Yeah. If it doesn't, it's definitely next.
I can't really see him going anywhere else, and I can't really see him staying at West Ham.
I don't think he wants to go anywhere else. I feel like.
I think it's mutual. I think Chelsea want him, and he wants to go to Chelsea. That's the way I see it. All right. As for Liverpool, I've got just the one player.
I got Thiago.
Yeah, centre midfielder Thiago from Bayern Munich.
But
obviously, Man United are in the race.
Barca.
I'd love to get him.
Barca
apparently in the race.
Apparently Barca want Wijnaldum.
Yeah, Wijnaldum.
And that would fund Liverpool to get Thiago.
I mean, Liverpool haven't bought anyone apart from... Or bought anyone, have they?
It's just like Tsimikas or something.
Oh yeah, no one of note
but they haven't done that for like 2 years.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know. Maybe they need to start trying to.
I think.
I wouldn't want to say keep up because obviously they're the best team in England right now. It's proven. They won the Champions League 2 seasons ago, pushing Man City right to the end. They've just won the Premier League. Can they keep it up?
I would say
just ridiculous amount of points.
Best team, but not the best squad.
Yeah.
City are the best squad.
I think that's fair enough to say.
Liverpool are the best, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that. Best first 11.
Like on paper, Man City have maybe a much better midfield.
Yeah.
A worse defence, probably, depending on who they sign.
I think a worse defence either way. I think
goalkeepers, I'd say, about the same.
Yeah, more or less the same.
And then attack, I'd say, more or less the same.
Yeah, maybe a little bit in Liverpool's favour. Yeah, I think Liverpool.
But I think
anyway.
Obviously the difference between Liverpool's midfield and City's midfield is probably the same as the difference between City's defence and Liverpool's defence.
Yeah, I just think. I think, in my opinion, Liverpool need to start making things happen in the transfer window.
Even if it's not first team players.
Exactly.
They need a backup centre back.
They need a squad is what they need. And that's the key to consistency, I think. Anyway, Manchester City, who we were just talking about, I think they have one more signing left in them from the centre of defence.
Yeah. Kalidou Koulibaly.
That's who I've got as well. Koulibaly. To be honest, it's a lot of money to spend on, what, a 28-year-old?
I think it's 29.
29-year-old? A lot of money. There's no doubt he's probably one of the best centre-backs in the world. Maybe top, definitely in the top 10, I'd say.
Yeah.
Pushing top 5, probably not.
Probably not top 5, but probably top 10.
But yeah, either way is ridiculous centre-back. If City got him, and I think maybe the title race could be a bit closer.
Him and Laporte would be...
Yeah, that's what I think, the centre-back partnership. But is that better than Van Dijk and Gomez?
I'd say probably just as good.
Maybe just
I would
as
say
good.
Van Dijk is best, Gomez is worst.
And then the two in the middle.
Two in the middle.
Yeah,
so it's the best and the worst and the two in the middle.
United. I think there's 2 signings in United.
I got one.
Got just the one?
Yeah.
Fire.
I got Jadon Sancho or nothing.
Or nothing? What makes you say nothing?
I don't know. I got Sancho or nothing.
I think we're going to get a left back. Written down here.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
Right down here I've got Red Julian, but he got injured the other day. I'm leaning more now towards Telles. I think we're going to get Telles and Sancho. I still think Sancho's on despite what Dortmund are saying, because if you look back, Dortmund have said really similar things, almost identical about Ousmane Dembele. Before he went to Barcelona, they were saying there's no way they're letting him go. Same thing they said about Sancho. And Sancho didn't even sign a new contract this year. He signed the contract last year. It's just no one knew about it. I do think we'll get Sancho. I think I'd probably say around 85% we'll get Sancho. And I've not really got a lot else to say on that front until we get back to Man United when we're doing the league table predictions.
Because I heard that.
Go on.
I think it's Vinagre.
Right.
From Wolves. He's a left back, and I think he's joining Porto.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's one in.
They're getting a replacement in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is. Let me maybe.
So I've got Spurs down here. I've got nothing.
I think they've already done all they need.
I think I mean, is it enough? I don't know.
If they sell Ndombele, they'll probably sign.
How much do you think they could get for Ndombele?
50.
And what do you reckon, another defender?
Because they got Doherty or right back. I think Doherty's pretty good. Hugo in goal.
Yeah, I think a centre back or a left back for Spurs. I think they're going forward. They're on paper. They're probably one of the best teams in the league. On paper,
Attacking
of course.
wise,
Yeah. But I don't think they're going to get any more signings in unless, like you say, Ndombele heads out after a poor opening season from him. Right. What do you want to do next up? We can do the league table.
Do you want to do the easy ones? End it on the league table? The top 4 leagues and the Champions League?
Do the European leagues?
Yeah.
Do that? Alright, go on then. What league should we start with?
Should we do the 2 kind of...
certified ones.
So
Bundesliga.
Bayern,
of course.
They won the treble.
Yeah, they don't look like they're going to slow down anytime soon. They've brought in Leroy Sané, who I think is an improvement on a squad that literally doesn't need improving at all. Alphonso Davies, still young, obviously. I think he's going to be a lot better this season after how ridiculous he was last season. Neuer still looks on top of his game. Müller looks better than ever. Lewandowski is obviously on fire. I genuinely see no way Dortmund or Leipzig, especially Leipzig losing Werner and Dortmund potentially losing Sancho. I think there's no way that they're going to be able to keep up with Bayern. And I think what needs less explaining is Liga.
I reckon Bayern could probably go invincible.
Yeah, I could see it happening. They haven't lost since like November or something, have they? December, November. I don't think they've lost since. Less explaining, like I said, is Liga, where it's very obvious. PSG, I'm sure we've both got.
Yep.
Yeah. Do we need to explain that at all, or should we just move on? Right, Serie A.
I got Inter.
You got Inter Milan. That's a good shout. I've went through Juventus again. I think this is our first disagreement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Through the whole thing, yeah. I've just got Juventus again. I think the momentum is on their side. I know Inter got to the final of the Europa League and they were very good. They got Martinez and Lukaku, which looks like a good strike force. Obviously, Ashley Young, Alexis Sanchez, fuck you. They got a lot of good players. I think they've just got Aiden Kolarov.
Yeah.
Who else have they got?
Hakimi.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, of course.
So they got two pretty good wing backs.
Yeah.
They got Godin, Skriniar,
and in my opinion,
the fridge.
In my opinion, they got one of the best managers in the world.
Conte, yeah. I like Conte. Bit of a dickhead,
but a genius.
But he's good. The 3-4-3. I love three at the back. Three at the backs are probably my favourite formations.
For Juventus, the reason I went for Juventus, I think you can't really argue with Dybala, Cristiano Ronaldo, and all the talent. And I think it's a squad. It's not a team. It's not 11. It's a squad. Really and I think they've just come off their 9th league title in a row. I think they're going to want to make it 10. They're not going to want to slow down anytime soon.
Just depends how Pirlo,
of course,
depends how he kind of.
Could he be one of them managers that goes straight into it and is instantly a genius? He hasn't got his coaching badges. It's a big risk. But I'm back in Juventus for the Serie A this season. Now I think the hardest one besides the Premier League is La Liga.
I think it's pretty easy.
Have you got Real Madrid?
Yeah.
See, I thought, right...
I had two things.
I thought maybe...
I ever thought...
Go on.
Messi was going to be pissed.
And just go, like,
and just
nuts.
go, like, 91 goal season. And he's just going to go... And just going to give...
You never know, Koeman could play him up front.
And just, like, get Barca to it. And then leave next year.
Maybe.
And just a middle finger. I did that. Fuck you.
No, because he respects Barcelona. He said it broke his heart falling out of Barcelona.
The president, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah,
fuck you, El Presidente.
I think Real Madrid, although I think they've probably got the worst team they've had for, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's no like real Atletico are a good team. Don't get me wrong. I think there's no one on their level in the league. Mm-hmm. Barcelona looks shambles right now. Atletico Madrid, I still don't think they're quite at Madrid's level. Sergio Ramos is probably the best he's ever been right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on par with Van Dijk, but like I say, I don't think there's any real competition there for Real Madrid. I don't think they'll walk the league like some of the other teams, but I think they will win the league.
I think they might walk it.
You think they're going to walk it?
Two things.
Who's their manager right now?
Zidane.
Oh, fuck me, I'm an idiot.
Courtois, I think was the best keeper in the world last year.
Yeah. After a like, really bad season beforehand, he came back really well. Hopefully Hazard can do that.
Was that the beginning of the year or was it last season?
Yeah, he joined last season, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was last season.
And the beginning of the year, he started off.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
That might have been last year. What was I going to say? Courtois good. Defence in front of him. Ramos, Varane. I think Eden Hazard's going to run it this year.
He could do. I think there's a big possibility. I want to see it happen. I want to see Hazard back at his best because when he's at his best, he's a really good player. But yeah, we both agree on Madrid there.
I want Bale to leave.
Bale will leave.
I want to watch Bale play.
Did you see the Bale interview?
Yeah.
Did you not see what he said?
I just want to watch him play.
I don't think we'll see him in the Premier League.
Come to the Prem. Come back.
I think his wages are just too big for any team to want to pay that
Go
for like
to,
a 30
go to
or
City.
32-year-old.
He's class.
Europa League.
I got 2. Wasn't quite sure. Now this was another one.
I need to pick
Slightly
one.
dependent.
I need to pick one.
Can I say both of them though?
Go on. But then you need to choose one.
Villarreal.
Mm-hmm.
They got Unai in charge. He's like
Unai Ball.
he's
Unai
like
Ball.
Europa League king, isn't he?
Yeah.
And they've bought some pretty good players
Who have they bought?
into the team.
Have they got David Silva?
No, that's Real Sociedad.
Ah, okay.
And my other team was Spurs as well.
Oh,
Jose. I think Jose's gonna do what Jose does best.
do you want to know what I've got?
Have you got Spurs?
I've got Arsenal.
Oh,
I really rate Arteta. I think Arteta's a good manager. I think he's genuinely like learnt from the best, in my
Kane
opinion.
or Aubameyang.
Yeah, I think I rate Aubameyang a lot more than I used to.
What I was thinking was Kane's just gonna bully those defenders.
Yeah, I mean, I did say if not Arsenal, Tottenham. I think one of them two clubs will win the Europa League. I think Arsenal personally. I rate Arteta as a manager. I like what he's doing. Plays into counter attack. I think it's a style that can win Arsenal the Europa League. How much further, I'm not sure. But I think, yeah, Europa League for Arsenal. The big one, the big daddy, the Champions League.
Back to back.
You got Bayern. I was really close to putting Bayern. You know, you went for.
PSG.
I went PSG.
I was with mine was City.
I was going to put City, but I was like, nah, I just don't think they've got it in them. For PSG, it's the first season Neymar's been fully fit. And they've reached it to a Champions League final. He's just came out and said he's happy at PSG. I think the momentum's with them. I think it will be another Bayern PSG final, or at least I think they'll meet somewhere along the road. But I think PSG have got it. You know, I think they're a really good team.
I think maybe Liverpool as well. I think the Liverpool could beat this Bayern team quite easily, in my opinion.
Well, you know they went to the
Because
they went to the Allianz last year and won 3-1.
Yeah.
They smashed them in their own back
Because
garden.
their defence comes so high up.
Even early on in the Barcelona game, I watched the game. I noticed Barcelona caught them a few points. Like Barcelona missed some good
But
chances. They could have went.
Mane and Salah, they'd be eating.
Yeah,
they'd
yeah.
be eating that up.
Well, Mane did. I think Mane scored a brace.
Yeah.
At the Allianz Arena.
So I reckon it's either Bayern, and if not Bayern, Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say too much, but I think there's two different Liverpool sides we could see this season,
Yeah, that's.
and we'll get onto that later on. But should we want to do the Premier League table?
Yeah. Do you want to go up or down?
I think I go from 20 to 1.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have a very similar table. I've got a feeling.
Yeah, I think we do. Top 10 is probably going to be the best top 10 in a long time.
Yeah, I think 1 to 9 will definitely have in the same order.
Oh, maybe not. I think 1 to 9 could go anyway.
1 to 9, there's no. I don't mean the same order. I mean the same teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
But it could go.
Yeah.
Especially kind of 9 to 4.
Yeah, 9 to 4. I think top 3
That's
is
mental.
sort of top 3, top 4 sort of set in stone, but below that,
Who've you got last?
West Brom.
I was on a bit of a toss-up between West Brom and Fulham. In the end, I went with West Brom last. I just want to say sorry to my West Brom boys. I did the West Brom career mode last year.
They were playoffs, weren't they?
No, they were second place.
They were second. Fulham was playoffs.
Yeah.
See, this is my knowledge at the bottom of the table.
But I think the one thing that might put Fulham above West Brom is Mitrovic.
Yeah, just a bit of I think bottom 2. Yeah, we both got Fulham 19th, right?
I don't even know who.
We both got Fulham 19th.
Yeah. I can't think off the top of my head. West Brom striker.
How Robson Carney.
He does. He does play for him.
I don't know.
I don't know if they've signed a new one.
Right, my number 18 is controversial.
What's your number 18?
But my number 18 is like under a circumstance, which is my prediction.
Mine is 2.
Go
on. West Ham.
What is yours? They'll lose Rice.
If they lose Rice, yeah.
Mine's if Crystal Palace lose Zaha. I think.
Oh. Have you? Okay.
I think when Sancho goes to United, I think Dortmund will get Zaha. And
Crystal Palace have got some good players though. They've signed some pretty decent players.
Who have they signed?
Abrichieze from QPR.
Never heard of him. Oh, what, the striker?
I
Okay.
don't know where he plays.
Oh.
He's pretty. I've seen him, but some Palace fans are pretty happy about him. I think he's got a hat trick in training or in a pre-season game, and I think they're getting Mitchie on loan.
I don't know. I think Mitchie's past it. To be honest, I don't think.
I think Mitchie. But at least he will score more than Benteke and Ayew.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think West Ham. I like Van Aanholt. I like Zaha, who I think's leaving. I think besides that, it's been the same squad.
They got
for
a good
couple
keeper.
Years
They got
now.
a good keeper.
Yeah,
Gaita.
and it's been proved that keepers
West Ham,
can
though.
get you up positions, but I just think not like I don't think he's good enough to keep them up. I think if they lose Zaha, they're going down. In my opinion.
I went with West Ham. They seem like they're in a pretty bad place right now.
Yeah.
The fans aren't liking the owners. Mark Noble tweet. Did you see the Mark Noble tweet?
No.
He was calling out the owners for selling Diagana, however you say it. If they lose Rice, he's probably their best player.
Yeah.
Felipe Anderson, I think, wants to leave. He didn't do that well last season.
No.
Haller, their striker, didn't do well last season. Their best player last season, maybe Antonio, who picked up really good after the reset.
Yeah.
If Antonio didn't
toss up with Aston Villa,
if Antonio didn't
in the end, none of them went down.
go mental that last month,
Mm.
they probably would have went down.
What was that? That was 18th, wasn't it?
Yeah.
17th, Aston Villa.
Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton. I think Aston Villa, they've made one signing. They're a bit like United this transfer window. Whereas last season they went a bit mental. They got like a whole new squad. Didn't work out for them. I think this time they're being a bit more cautious.
Yeah,
I think they've done a little too little business, if you know what I mean.
I think they're going to keep Grealish.
Yeah, that's why I think they're staying up.
They are looking to sign Ollie Watkins, who I think was the Championship top goal scorer last season.
Yeah.
And he's worked under their manager before when he was at Brentford. Their midfield's actually a really good midfield, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not bad.
McGinn, Grealish.
I think Grealish will have a better season than he did last year.
Tom Heaton's back in goal. He's a good goalkeeper. I rate him. Defensively, they signed a right back. I think that's probably what they needed in the defence. A right back. They just need a striker that can score.
Yeah.
Because Samatta didn't score, and Wesley.
That's what they were lacking with goals
Wesley didn't
last
score.
year.
If they got goals last year,
They would be fairly comfortable.
I think if they get Ollie Watkins, he can do that.
I think they lost a lot of points because they gave up like 1-0 leads, where if they had the extra goal and they scored, they would have.
And they got the creativity.
3 points. Yeah, exactly. I think Grealish is gonna have. I think Grealish got like 9 man of the match awards last year out of 38 games.
Jack Grealish created the second
really
most
funny.
chances, I think it was.
And the most fouled player as well.
Yeah.
Southgate hasn't started tonight. He's not playing against Denmark.
Mental. Southgate's a fraud.
Right, 16. West Ham.
Aston Villa.
We've already said our bits about them.
Yeah.
So should we go on?
15.
Brighton.
I'm going to change what I've actually put because I think they'll finish higher. I'm going to put Burnley.
What, in 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who did you say? Did you say Brighton?
I said Brighton. Yeah, I think Brighton are a good team.
Yeah.
I think Dunk's good. Really solid in defence, and I think they had a couple.
Oh, I didn't even think
I'd say Malpe.
Malpe.
Yeah, he's good. I think he'll have a better season than he did last year. I can see him building upon.
I didn't even think about Brighton, but they've got Ben White back this year.
Ben White, yeah. They've got a good goalkeeper. I can't remember his name. Yeah, Matt Ryan. They've got a good goalkeeper.
I think I might move Brighton up, actually, probably.
I can see Brighton securing a 15th, 14th sort of space.
But I think this is very similar to the 4th to 9th.
Yeah, this sort of area here.
I think there's a couple of teams that are definitely mid-table.
I think this is the hardest bit to predict.
Yeah,
they're sort of like 12th to 16th.
Yeah, but 10th and
that's what I want to get to. I'm really eager to get to that bit.
Right. Yeah.
We're on 14 now.
14.
I've got Burnley.
I got Palace.
Oh yeah, okay. So you think Palace are a lot better season than I think?
Yeah, I think I actually rate Palace pretty good. I rate Roy, big man. He's got to retire soon.
I think he's one of them managers that is really good at meeting expectations, but can't really exceed.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to at Palace. You
don't need to exceed. The fans will be happy with. And that's why I think he's a good manager for a club like Palace. No disrespect to them.
Liverpool was a bit too much. England was a bit too much.
Yeah, it's that sort of thing. But he's comfortable at a team like Palace or Fulham. Yeah, I don't think anything else really needs to be said. Have we talked about Burnley?
Burnley, I think I rate Burnley. I like Burnley.
I think Burnley have been consistent for so many years to the point now. Like, I don't ever expect them to go down. I always expect them to have at least semi-decent season. They always manage to have a semi-decent season. I think this season will be no different. Sean Dyche, he doesn't look like he's going to just slow down anytime soon. Their fortress, their defence is brilliant, man. Drop barely any points at home, which is ridiculous. And I think they have one of the worst away records, I think, in the league.
Tarkowski, Ben Mee, and Nick Pope.
Yeah, Nick Pope. I think Nick Pope got the PFA goalkeeper of the season.
He's actually really, really good.
Yeah.
And obviously the way they play, some people don't like it.
But it gets points.
But it works.
And it keeps them up.
Who've they got up top?
13.
13? I got Newcastle on 13th.
I've got Leeds. I think Leeds are... Besides Wolves, I think Leeds are the best team to come out of the Championship for a couple of years now.
Mm-hmm.
I think, to be fair, I think Wolves are a better side, and they've established themselves as
the Wolves team.
That came up. Yeah, I think they've established themselves as a good Premier League team. They're sort of like top 8, top 7 now, aren't they? And I think I can sort of see Leeds getting maybe not to that point in the next couple of years, but I can see them being a top 10 sort of team. But this year, 13th, I think is a good place to start. I think they've got a good defence. Calvin Phillips is good. I don't know an awful lot about them, but I know enough to know they're a solid team. And I think they're better than 6 other Premier League teams. And that's why
they signed Rodrigo.
15, 16, 17.
You know Rodrigo from Valencia?
7 Premier League teams. Sorry?
You know Rodrigo from Valencia?
They signed him?
They signed him, yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. There you go then. Backs up my point.
Up in Newcastle.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you got Leeds above them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Newcastle above Leeds. So
I
got Newcastle. You got Leeds in 12th, right?
No.
Oh, you just said. Oh, I thought I meant directly above.
Oh no. Newcastle.
I think
the front three of Newcastle is actually pretty decent.
I really rate St. Maximin.
St. Maximin, Callum Wilson, and Ryan Fraser.
Yeah, and I think
if Callum Wilson can stay fit though, because he's got bad knees.
He has injury problems, but a fit Callum Wilson is as good as any striker.
Dubravka's their goalkeeper. He's pretty decent. They got Jamal Lewis, the left back, sorted.
John Joe Shelby.
Yedlin? Is Yedlin their right back still?
I think it might be Yedlin.
You got Brucey in charge.
Yeah, I rate a bit of Bruce. I don't really have a lot to say about Newcastle. I had them a lot lower down, but they've made 3 signings in a couple of days or something. They found their way up in 12th for me.
Actually, I had them getting relegated.
Yeah, so did I. I had them in 18th.
Because I thought
they weren't doing any business.
Same with West Ham. I thought the fans, the takeover thing, that's unlucky.
Yeah. All right, so you got in 12th then, because I've set my 12.
Southampton.
Okay. Ings.
Danny Ings. I like their manager.
Yeah. Thing is, Southampton looked doomed early last season. They looked like they were a dead side.
Yeah. And then he flipped it
fucking 9-0.
Really, really good.
They lost 9-0. Not to Man City or Liverpool. They lost 9-0 to Leicester, the team who finished in 5th.
And then they beat Man City later in the season.
Yeah, they're a good side. Danny Ings looks absolutely rejuvenated. He looks like a brand new player.
He's definitely going to want to keep it up for the Euros.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't see him slowing down this season.
They did lose Højbjerg in the midfield.
Yeah, that's true.
They got James Ward-Prowse.
Ward-Prowse.
He's a secret love of mine.
He is.
I can
back this up
for a very long time.
You had Southampton in 12th. I put them above it in 11th. I'm going to stay still for 1 second because I'm ahead of you. I'll wait for your 11th.
Sheffield. I think last year they were pushing for Champions League.
Yeah.
And then lockdown.
I think lockdown did fuck them.
And then they weren't the best after lockdown.
No, they sort of turned it on towards the end though, didn't they?
Yeah, I think
they beat Tottenham 3-0.
I think one major thing, they lost Dean Henderson.
Yeah.
And I think a couple of teams are going to have their number this year.
Mm-hmm.
kind of sussed out the way they play, the tactics they play.
But you're still thinking they're going to be established Premier League side.
But number 3, they got my boy Ethan Ampadu from Chelsea. They loaned him in yesterday. They also signed Derby County, I think it's Jaden Bogle. So they've signed some new wing backs.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for
Maybe they might finish a bit lower, depends.
As for 10th, well, I got Sheffield in 10th.
I got Leeds in 10th.
And we both said our bits about them, so we can move on to 9th. Leicester City.
Yeah, I got Leicester.
I think they're not... I think the teams above them... I think, alright, we said about this top 9. This top 9 are all strong teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're the worst out of those strong teams. I think that's simply the way I can put it.
Yeah.
Vardy's getting... As good as Vardy is, he's getting old.
I think it's 34.
Something, yeah, he's an old man now. They got Tielemans, who I rate.
He wasn't that good last season.
Soyuncu.
He started off pretty good, but then kind of...
Schmeichel's a good goalkeeper. One of the best goalies in the league, I think. Yeah, I think they're a really good team.
No Chilwell.
No Chilwell. I just think the teams above them are better. That's simply the way I can put it.
Yeah, I think they're
the
way. Brendan.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to say about Leicester.
Brendan.
8th place, Wolves.
Spurs.
Alright, go on.
What? Why are you laughing at?
Say your case.
Actually, I'm going to swap that. I am going to put Wolves in 8th. And I think...
So unprepared.
No, I'm just...
You changed like 3s, and you changed 4 since we started. I'm looking at your thing.
I think of extra
You've changed 5 since we started.
Yeah, because I think of extra things. And I think Wolves have got a pretty small squad.
Yeah.
They've got Europa League.
Yeah. They
played Europa League last year as well. Plus, they played for over a year last year.
Yeah.
They're going to be knackered.
Mm-hmm.
They made one signing, I think. Some wonder kid from Porto. For 40 mil. They're a good team, but I think they're just going to be tired.
Yeah. I think that's the thing that will hurt them, their top 4 chances ultimately. But I still think they're a better team than Leicester.
They're a better team than Leicester,
Europa League football.
It's just squad.
They've got a good manager, and they seem like they have a really good team spirit. They seem like they're a team, which I think a lot of the sides in the Premier League struggle with. I think they're a good unit, a good team. I think Raul Jimenez, Jota, who scored his first goal for Portugal the other day, I think, Traore, Ruben Neves, João Moutinho. They've lost Doherty, which isn't ideal, but they've still got some good players, and it's a very balanced team as well. I think.
Roy Patricio.
Exactly, it's a very balanced team. 7th.
That's probably where I'd put.
Team. Go on. You gonna say Spurs?
Yeah.
See, I was gonna say I've got a team in 7th who I think could go top 5. I probably wouldn't say 4th, but I've got Everton. I think they finished 12th last season. I think they've got a Premier League proven manager. They've got
a European proven
manager. Yeah. They've got one of the best managers in recent times. They've got a really good player from Watford last season in Doucouré.
They've got a good midfield.
They've got a good holding midfielder in Allen. And they've got someone I'm really excited to see in the Premier League. Someone a couple of years ago I would have happily taken at Man United, and someone who I think still might have a couple good performances left in him. James Rodriguez. I don't know about you. I'm really excited to see James in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm. They got 2 good strikers as well.
Yeah,
Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin. Their defence is all right. Digne, Coleman, Keane, and Mina.
Yeah, I think that's a good team. And then Pickford and goal.
Pickford lets him down, I think.
I think Pickford's hit and miss, you know.
I don't rate Pickford.
You can have a good day, you can have a bad day. Yeah, but
that's what's going to make or break their season.
Yeah.
Pickford and maybe the defence.
But it's a good 11. I think maybe it'll be the squad that lets them down. Although, if you think about the squad that they're going to be going to, would be the same squad that got them 12th last season, which I guess isn't bad, but I guess Everton sort of expect more.
That's but Ancelotti came in December? He didn't have a full season.
No, I don't think he had a full season. So you've got Everton pushing top 6, have you?
Yeah. I had Spurs 7th. But again, depending on different things. They could very easily finish sixth.
And top six.
Yeah, so my reason for Spurs, I definitely think Spurs could push top 4.
Yeah.
But it was just an if, maybe, and in the end I kind of dropped them down a bit lower, down into 7th, but 6th, they could easily finish 6th or 5th.
Yeah. See, I've got Spurs in 6th, to spoil it, because I think, and we don't need to talk about your 6th because you've got Everton, obviously the reason we've already explained.
But I think
these two are very exchangeable. I still think Spurs are the best team out of that 6 to 9.
Yeah, I would say
sort of level. I think they've got a lot of creativity and probably one of the best strikers in the league. I think defence is where they sort of get let down a bit, but it's a defence that on their day can have a good day, and on Spurs' day they are as good as a Man City or a Liverpool.
Not one of. They've got the best striker in the league.
In my opinion, I think Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is really...
He's left winger. He's the left winger.
Exactly. And he's outscoring Kane from the left wing.
Kane was injured last season, and he still managed...
We'll get to this. We're doing top scorer in a minute. Let's do top 5. 5th place, have we both got Arsenal?
Arsenal, yeah.
Arsenal Football Club. But I think the top 4 is a level above. We said that 5th to 9th spot is sort of the 1st to 9 is all very good. I think the difference in quality is 1 and 4 and then 5 and 9.
I think Pepe is going to be good this year.
Yeah, I think Pepe. I think he sort of settled in towards the end of the season, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Aubameyang is going to keep it up.
I think Aubameyang will improve. I think Aubameyang will.
2 midfielders, that's fine. Saka, I like Saka.
Yeah.
Tierney, I like Kieran Tierney.
Yeah,
when he plays, he's pretty good. I think Martinez, their backup goalkeeper, was very good. Leno was very good when he played.
And you don't seem to rate him, but I think on his day, Lacazette.
I don't rate Lacazette.
I
don't think Arsenal fans rate Lacazette.
On his day, Lacazette is a really good player.
I would cash in.
So that goal against Tottenham in the derby, I don't know if you saw that.
It was just a top bins goal.
A really nice goal.
I'd cash in on Lacazette and sign a bona fide goal scorer.
I'm ready for top 4 now.
I think I'm done on Arsenal.
Now, I've got a really controversial 4.
Oh, can I just say something about Arsenal?
Go on.
One kind of thing that I think might maybe affect them is centre-back.
Yeah.
Because they got 2 new ones in, but they're both pretty young.
With me, I think with Arsenal, I think it's squad depth again.
I think they've got pretty
decent squad depth. As soon as they get a bit of injury in some positions, though, as soon as a couple injuries come in, I think it's curtains for them. But like I said, I got a really controversial 4th spot.
I think I do too.
I've got the Premier League champions.
Yeah.
I've got Liverpool in 4th spot. You've heard it. I think Manchester United will finish above Liverpool this season, and I may look like an idiot in May 2021, but I predict that Liverpool will finish below Manchester United this year. Because outside the 11.
Honestly. Yeah.
Outside the 11. That's all I've got to say.
One injury and they're fucked.
And I think that was the problem with Man United as well. Or it still is the problem with Man United. Except we got Donny van de Beek now. 12 players. If we get Sancho, another left back, then you're slowly starting to see the squad depth improve. I'm talking about Man United. I have no idea why. As for Liverpool,
this is like the 3rd or 4th year in a row that some of these players are going to be playing 50 plus games.
I think Salam, it'll be.
Obviously, goalkeeper, that's fine, but outfield players, that's going to start to maybe affect them. But again, I said the exact same thing last year.
Did you? Where did you have Liverpool last year?
I didn't do a predictions video last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I had him first though. Not gonna.
I mean, I hate. I know I'm a United fan. Maybe there's a bit of bias there, but I think Liverpool will finally start to slow down this year. But I think we've got the same 3rd. I think it's fairly self-explanatory who 3rd place is, because I think the 2 teams above 3rd place are in different quality.
I think we're going to get pretty strong.
2, 1, Man United.
United, yeah. Good team.
But anything to say. But honestly, obviously, this league table is under the circumstance we get Jadon Sancho. If we don't get Jadon Sancho, Liverpool finishing above us. Don't get me wrong.
Mine wasn't.
You put Sancho down there.
Yeah, but I just thought Greenwood could do a job out there.
Well, he's in the bin now, isn't he?
I thought Greenwood, Rashford, Martial, they could easily get 15 goals each.
Well. I think you're looking more at 20 goals. Rashford and Martial, I think.
I meant minimum, bro. I meant minimum.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Hernandez.
Mate, I think Bruno's about to have an absolute stormer of a season. I'm not gonna. First full season.
Is that a potential hint to the next section?
There is an award for Bruno. I'll do a bit of a spoiler. I'm not gonna say what it is. The defence for me, coming from I think it's fair enough to say I'll know the most about Man United here.
I beg to differ.
The defence is it's not a bad defence. It's a good defence. Two things: it lacks depth. Three things: it lacks depth, it lacks pace, and it lacks consistency. Harry Maguire and Lindelof, and I guess you can maybe the fullbacks if you sort of very mistake prone, and that a lot of people mistake for being bad players, because you can have 3 good games on the bounce, and the 4th game you'll make a mistake that leads to a goal. That's what everyone remembers. That's what Maguire and Lindelof have been doing. That's all I've got to say.
Wan-Bissaka. One thing I just want to say on Wan-Bissaka, he's terrible playing out from the back. When he gets pressed, he lost the ball. I watched the game against Chelsea in the FA Cup. That's one of the... He gave away the ball so much.
But
when Mason was pressing him...
What you have to understand, we have no cover for Wan-Bissaka. He's our only decent right back.
Brandon Williams to right back.
That's what I would say, but for some reason we're not doing it. I'd have Luke Shaw and Telles on the left and Brandon and Wan-Bissaka. So that was Wan-Bissaka's probably 50th game of the season.
Right foot.
And I think it's fair to say Wan-Bissaka before and after lockdown was a different player.
Right footers don't work on the left unless it's on the wing, cutting in and shooting.
But let's go. Who are your Premier League champions? 3, 2, 1. Chelsea.
I want to hear you say it.
They've showed intent. They've went out and they've done exactly what a team should do if they want to get on Liverpool Man City's level, signing what I think will be 8 players, currently 6. Many star players. I mean, if you look at Man United signing Donny van der Beek, I think Chelsea have maybe 4 signings that are probably more important than that Van der Beek signing. I think Werner is going to be a very good player. I think he'll settle right into the Premier League. I think Ziyech will settle right in. Havertz I haven't seen much on. Chilwell, I'm not expecting him to flop. Thiago Silva. A new keeper is a new keeper. Anything's an improvement on Kepa, who lost them so many points last season.
Worst goalkeeper in top 5 leagues.
And yeah, that's all I've got to say. I think Chelsea have just shown intent to win the league, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
Super Frank, lifting that trophy above his head. He's the first Englishman to win the Premier League. English manager, yeah, sorry. I'm very excited about this year. I think Pulisic is going to thrive.
Yeah.
When he comes back. Kante.
But will that be the story of his season when he comes back?
Well, we got Hudson-Odoi, we got Werner could play out on the left, play Tammy up top.
Alright.
I just want to say Kante. I saw his stats for the game he played for France the other day. I think he had 13 ball recoveries in one match.
Got to understand that's in a different system, though.
True Geordie clip. Insert the True Geordie clip. I'm back.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing, but it's in a different system with different players.
Not really. They play 2 in the midfield, don't they? They play 4-2-3-1 or something like that, 4-3-3.
I don't know.
I think Kante play. Well,
they wouldn't be exactly the same system, would it?
Yeah, but it's pretty much the same. Win the ball back, play to.
Okay, let's go. I'm thinking young player of the season.
Can I just say one other thing?
Go on then.
About the Chelsea team. If I quickly look at this last year, how many goals did we score? We scored 69 goals, which is the 3rd most in the league. With Willian, Tammy, Giroud, Pedro, likes of that. Now we've added some proper goal scoring finishers and creative players and a good defence. That's all I want to say.
Damn, you thought I had Man United bias?
It's not bias. It's facts. I'm spitting facts.
And you still won't get young player of the season because that's going to Jadon Sancho.
It's going to Trent.
That's going to Jadon.
It's going to Trent.
What you think? Do you think Jadon Sancho will settle in the Premier League?
Yeah, but I think Trent will just. It's Trent. Trent is Trent.
No, yeah, Trent's a ridiculous player, but
Mbappe, Trent.
Where's Sancho?
Best young players.
Where's Sancho?
Probably Sancho.
What, below Trent? Right below Trent, or is there anyone up there above?
João Felix, maybe.
Oh, that is pushing it highly. João Felix, I'm offended by that.
Why?
You think João Felix is a better player than Jadon Sancho?
Not a better player, but I'd say he's just as good.
This Englishman went to the Bundesliga, got 17 goals and 17 assists at the age of 20.
Yeah. João Felix, how old is João Felix?
I don't know, but I don't think he's getting 17 goals and 17 assists.
He plays for Atleti. You put Sancho in that Atleti squad.
Sancho plays for Dortmund.
You put Sancho in that
Atleti are a
Atleti
better
squad.
team than Dortmund.
Yeah, but they are such a defensive team. How many chances are gonna come for Atleti if you think about it realistically?
But I think all the chances for Dortmund are made by Sancho.
Who was it against? Was it against Leipzig? And he came on and he changed the game instantly. He's good.
Yeah, but he's not Jadon Sancho. He's not Jadon Sancho level.
I think he is.
I don't think he is. I think you could say maybe Erling Haaland is Jadon Sancho level, maybe a bit higher.
Why not João Felix?
But I rate João Felix, don't get me wrong, but I don't think João Felix is as good as Erling Haaland or Jadon Sancho.
I'm going to say it. He is.
Alright, if we look at the 1920 season for João Felix...
Yeah, but it's Atleti.
No, but I'm not being funny, right? Alright.
Look how many goals did Diego Costa or Morata score this season?
Yeah, but they're past it.
Yeah, but they play for the same team. It will be a benchmark.
No, I'm getting up, and obviously you can take or give a few goals for the teams, but I'm going to get up their stats next to each other. Alright, so Jadon Sancho I've got here. I think it's 17 and 17.
It's the Bundesliga.
Yeah, I said you could give or take a few. Alright, so what we'll do then, we'll take 5 from Sancho, we'll give him 12 goals and 12 assists.
Why are you taking 5?
Because it's the Bundesliga compared to La Liga. João Felix has 6 goals and 1 assist.
You got to take the team though.
6 goals and 1 assist to 17 goals and 17 assists.
But you take the team.
What do you mean take the team?
Atleti. Who's in charge of Atleti? Simeone. What kind of football do you...
Defensive.
A 4-4-2 defensive football.
Okay.
You take Dortmund. You know what I'm saying? You put João Felix in the Dortmund team, he's going to get just as many.
Creatively as well?
Yep.
What, and 17 assists?
I think so.
He got 1 assist this season?
Who's he got up front with him?
Regardless.
Dead Diego Costa
he got 1
and
assist.
a Morata.
Jadon Sancho has played half the season with who?
He's got Haaland.
Yeah, half the season, but I'm saying before
Royce.
Haaland joined. Royce has been injured all season. Royce just played his game in the first game in like 8 months.
Thorgan Hazard. What do you mean?
Thorgan Hazard?
Julian Brandt.
Yeah, alright, I'll give you that.
They got Paco Alcacer up top, I'm assuming, before Haaland.
When did he leave? January?
I don't know. Was it Paco?
My point is, right, you can take... Alright, let's do this then. We'll take 10 goals...
This is a Premier League video.
No, we'll take 10 goals away and 10 assists away from Jadon Sancho.
But why can't you...
He still has 7 more goal contributions.
He's better,
we've took 20 more contributions away.
We're talking about potential. I'm talking about potential.
Alright,
And in my opinion, João Felix has just as good as a potential as Jadon Sancho.
You said better.
Alright, better potential then. I'll say it.
Better. Alright, this is something for another video. Episode 3, we'll do contrasting opinions.
We'll do young player opinions or something.
Yeah, okay, alright, because this is dragging on a bit, we need to wrap this up. Top scorer, Timo Werner.
Kane.
I think Timo Werner's going to go off the ground running.
It's Kane, innit?
This is what I was looking
You heard what I said about Kane a minute ago.
This is what I was looking forward to. Most assists.
Ziyech.
It's Bruno Fernandes' job.
Player of the year.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Kane.
Team of the season. All right, do you want to hear mine? I understand you've not got one.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't really understand how to do this.
All right, goalkeeper, Edison. I think. Fair enough.
Yeah, but you couldn't have predicted that Nick Pope would get.
No, but it's not bad. I can't predict who's going to win the league. I'm still doing that.
Yeah, but team of the season is much more.
No, it's a bit of fun, is what it is. It's a bit of fun.
All right, I'll go Nick
Stop
Pope.
Stop trying to get technical.
I'll go Nick Pope.
Right back, Trent.
I'll go Trent.
Centre backs, Thiago Silva and Koulibaly.
Thiago Silva and Van Dijk.
Left back, Tierney.
Robertson.
Centre mid, I got Kovacic, De Bruyne, and Fernandes. Right wing, I got Sancho.
Salah.
Striker, I got Werner.
Kane.
Left wing, I got Aubameyang.
Probably Mane.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
There we go. 2020, 2021 predictions. We got caught in a little side argument there for a minute. I think that is something for another video. I've got a bus in 8 minutes, so I've got to run. I'm going to leave you with Archie.
Bye, guys.